Hello everyone, it's Robin's guy here. Welcome to my first video. So on my channel, what I plan to do is to show you guys my daily portfolio, show you guys if I'm up or down, whether it's a red day or green day. I just want you guys to see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and how I'm growing my portfolio, because I've gotten to a 100k portfolio in about 10 months, and I decided to create this channel just to show you guys my knowledge and what works for me, what doesn't work for me, or what has worked for me. So let's go ahead and talk about the strategies that I used. Alright guys, so the first strategy that I used was long-term investing. So when I first got in, I got in the March dip of when COVID came in and just crashed the whole stock market, and I decided, well, that seems like a really good time to start investing into stocks. So what I did was I started looking at a little bit of everything. Kind of like I saw Microsoft, I saw retail, or some retail. I saw like Royal Caribbean, everyone's jumping up on that. I saw airlines. So I saw a bunch of like sectors that were hit. Well, pretty much everything was hit, but I saw some key ones where I wanted to get into. So I started with long-term investing, and I decided to follow the path of Warren Buffett and the other great investors that have that continuous path of just putting money in, um, whether it be like every week, every month, whenever you get money, set aside some money that you don't need, and you can just put it into stocks and then keep doing that and repeat. And over the long term, your portfolio is going to keep growing and growing. So that was my first strategy. All right, so now moving on to my second strategy. So the second strategy was pretty much the first strategy, except I focused more on a certain sector, which was the tech sector. So I focused more on Facebook, CRM, and Tesla was a big one. Tesla, I considered it being like within the tech sector, even though it's kind of like some people consider it more of like the auto industry, but it's kind of like basically computer on wheels. So I consider it tech heavy. So I decided to just focus on tech, because if you look at the 5-year charts of Microsoft, Apple, CRM, Facebook, they all have like over 300% around there of like 5-year return, basically, which is average out to like maybe 50-60% return every year. And for me, that's pretty good, because typically everyone says you would only get between 6 to 10% of return every year, which is not bad. It's better than having your money in a savings account. I highly consider don't do savings account. Is your money just sits there. Keep savings only for emergency money. Have stocks for money that you don't need as of right now, but you want to keep growing and growing. So definitely the tech sector is a good strategy to use for long-term investing. Well, after the second strategy, I saw a great opportunity with Tesla, and Tesla kept on growing and growing. And then I was like, okay, why would I have my money in all these other companies where Tesla's just like taking off? And I could just sell everything, transfer all my capital into Tesla, and then just go to the moon, right? So that's what I decided to do, because, and this was before the split. I had a big feeling that Tesla was going to hit 2,000 and keep going from there. And so that's what I did. I sold everything, threw all my money into Tesla. And most people would say, okay, why would you do that? You want to diversify, at least. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? That is a good strategy if you want to play it more safe. It's all really up to you how you manage your risk. And I decided that Tesla was not going to go bankrupt. It had a lot of opportunity to grow. So I decided to take it, put all my money in there, and it paid off really well. Let me talk about my fourth strategy, because my fourth strategy kind of killed my third strategy. So after Tesla took off, and it had like a lot of catalysts, meaning like it had the battery day, the post split, all that stuff. So after all that happened, Tesla kind of just died. So my account went up really like it almost touched 100k at one point, and this was like within like 6 months. I didn't sell, and then Tesla just like dropped, and then I was like, oh man, I'm back at like 60,000, 65,000. So I lost like 30k basically within like 3 days. So that took like kind of a big hit, but what's even worse is I decided to sell Tesla because I thought the next day it was going to keep dropping even more. However, the second I sold, it went up, and then it never came back down to that level of when I sold. So that was kind of like a slap in the face. So when that happened, that's when I found out about the wheel strategy, because I wanted to get back into Tesla, but I wanted to get into Tesla at a lower price. Now I could just wait for Tesla to drop to that price. Who knows if it would drop to the price. Or I could sell options, sell puts at a certain price that I want to get in, and collect money while I'm waiting. So once I discovered that, that led me to some more research, and I found out about the wheel strategy, which hands down has been probably like the best strategy out of, I mean, I've only been training for a little bit, but the wheel strategy is consistent gains probably every week, every month. It's always consistent, and I've been doing this for like 12 weeks now, and I haven't had any losses. So far it's 100% win rate. So yeah, let's go into my portfolio, show you guys what I have right now, and then what I plan to do tomorrow.
Alright guys, let's take a look at my portfolio. So as you can see, I'm using Robinhood, and my portfolio currently stands at $103,755.86. This past week has been overall green. It's been pretty good with 11% return. This past month has actually been really great. And overall in this past year, I have over 100% return, as you can see there, which is actually amazing. I'm trying to get to 140, hopefully 150 by March. So that would mean I would complete a full year in March, because I actually started investing in March in 2020, the whole stock market crash. So if we take a look at my positions, I currently only have PLTR as my only position right now. I am in the negative. However, I am negative only because I'm down like $1 and I have a lot of shares. So once this PLTR goes up $1, I won't be in the negative anymore, and I plan to keep this for a little bit because I see PLTR going up even in the short term or in the long term. So currently I'm playing with this one right now. The reason why I don't have any options right now with this is because I feel that it's best to close my positions on Friday, because on Monday I feel like it's mainly going to be a green day, especially with this whole news with the vaccine coming out and everything. So I decided to not have any open positions. I want to just have the shares up until Monday and then open up a new position and go from there. So I will show you guys what I'm doing with that in my next video. But as you can see, I only have PLTR here, and I have a bunch of other items here in my watch list, as you would say, just to show you guys what I'm currently watching. But yeah, that is pretty much my portfolio. It's over 100k, over 100% return, and all within this year. And pretty much I started right here in March, just to show you guys. Alright everyone, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give a like. That will really help me out, especially on my first video. If you plan to follow me on my daily videos, please subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video.